This video is all about on how to reinstall macOS if something goes wrong. In today's video, the main scope regarding this is that I have a MacBook M3 Pro, and for some reason my laptop stopped updating and it always started to show an error. I did multiple things. I went through terminal also to bypass it, but it was the same issue, due to which I had to go for a macOS reinstall, and I'm going to take you on how to do that. And then once my Mac uh, OS, the original, got downloaded, the Sonoma, after this, it started to happen on regular schedule. So let me take you along with this and tell you how to do it. So starting off where the exact problem happened was that whenever I updated my Mac, basically this came before the Mac OS Tahoe. In the last updates of Sequoia, this issue started to happen in the security updates. So as you can see, whenever I update and I agree to all of this and I enter my pass credentials, there was no like proper timeline, and it always uh, used to show 2.7 to 4.3 MB, which is very odd because Mac OS Tahoe itself is about 10 to 15 GB, if I'm not wrong. It's pretty much, it's a large update, all right, because it's a major update. And this is the error I always used to get. Current device configuration and targets are invalid for installation in your current state. Please try again. And this was very, very odd because I tried everything. I tried turning off my like change settings. I did terminal. Nah, nothing worked, unfortunately. So on to the next step was I turned off my laptop, and that's what you're gonna do. Plug your laptop in, make sure it's 50% charged, and then go to your recovery mode. Entering recovery mode is very simple. The button you see here, your power button or the fingerprint scanner, you hold it down, and as I'm going to be demonstrating in the video, you hold it down and you keep pressing it down until you see this logo that continue holding to for startup options. And normally you don't need to, or you just tap it and the Mac uh, starts. So for options, you need to hold it down. Then you can see here that you have two options: Macintosh HD options, startup, restart. Sorry, shutdown and restart. So I'm going to go to options, all right, and I'm going to opt for those. As you can see, I'm going to continue here, and it's going to take me to the, what do you say, examining volumes, and I'm going to click my profile and going to do next, enter my credentials here. And once those are done, it takes me directly to four options. It's restore from your time machines, that's your backup data. It is reinstall macOS Sequoia. This was the original, basically this is the macOS Sequoia is the OS that is currently running on my Mac. And we have Safari. Browse Apple support to get help with your Mac regarding the drivers, and then it's disk utility, repair or erase disk using disk utility. Now, most of the people, what the stupidity they do, if something happens, they cannot go in the disk utility, format everything, and then reinstall macOS. Whereas what I did was I went to my disk utility and I checked all the, like I went for a first aid. I did first aid repair, and then let me show you that too. Disk utility. Yeah. So what I did was I did first aid, and then I checked all the if there was an issue, but there was none like that. So uh, by the way, I did make a backup copy of all of my data so that uh, everything stays safe. So uh, instead of going directly here, I skipped it because my disk was perfect. I went to reinstallation of the Mac with Sequoia that was on my Mac. All right, and after this, when I went here, it uh, just wanted another acknowledgement from me. And by the way, your Wi-Fi needs to be connected during all the procedure that you do. All right, to set up installation Mac with Sequoia, click to continue, and it was loading the data and my uh, Wi-Fi and everything is connected, and I made sure that my laptop was also plugged in. So once this continued, by the way, this procedure does take about 4 to 5 hours. Half your day is taken in this. Uh, you need a good connection. So now your agreement comes. You agree to all the terms and conditions as it was when you first open your Mac. So you go through them and you agree with these. And once this happens, again, there's an acknowledgement. You agree to this acknowledgement, and after this, you see a disk. All right, and this is your Macintosh HD, the exact disk you had, and it's only one. All right, so because your SSD is now mounted on the board, so you continue with this disk and you unlock it, you paste your credentials, and then you go forward with this and you reinstall your entire Mac OS, the current Mac OS that is running, and it will just go on with it. So you enter your Apple ID, and after this, once this happens, you can see it takes about 3 hours 33 minutes. uh, to be on the safe side, it's going to take 4 to 4.5 hours depending on your internet speed. And after when this was done, my laptop turned off. I went away. I turned on my laptop and I was turning in a very normal way, as it always does whenever you shut down your laptop and it turns. So it started to come back. This was the exact screen that was shown to me, and it's the exact screen that was on my Mac. This was the exact wallpaper. I entered my credentials, and over here you will see something very, very specific. Although it's taking some time to enter, this is not normally how much it takes. It just goes instantly, and it doesn't recognize your fingerprint because whenever you shut down or restart, it does not. You have to manually enter the password. And that's my laptop when it's logged in. You can see it's the original wallpaper that was on my Mac. The original Mac OS Sequoia's wallpaper is to be found. And an important thing to be noted here is that all my folders stayed in the similar fashion. Nothing changed. All my widgets stayed in the similar fashion. Whereas if I did format it, everything would have been collapsed. My menu bar stayed the same. Everything stayed the same. All my settings were preserved, thankfully. And after this, I went to the settings and I again scheduled the update for macOS Tahoe. And guess what? Now it did occur, and what a relief for me. So, as you can see, now my Mac is currently running on Mac OS Tahoe, Mac OS 26, and issue resolved. That was an entire procedure on how to reinstall your Mac OS if something goes wrong. Uh, there can be multiple things. By the way, before doing all this, I went through Apple Forms. I did the entire complete research, but there was no direct information available on this. So this is sort of a video for all of those who encountered any of such issue or any relating issue to that. And that's how to reinstall your macOS if something goes wrong. Very simple steps. Make sure your data is backed up, go into recovery mode, and after that, directly go into your reinstallation of macOS. If you want your disk to be erased and you want everything to be gone, for example, you're selling your Mac, erase your disk, and then go to macOS, a reinstallation of your macOS, and that's that simple. And it takes about 4 hours, and after this, it's going to be perfect. So that was a complete video. I hope this was useful for everyone who watches this, and yeah, take care.